Hi, I'm Sheilaa Hite, world-class astrologer, tarot master, spellcaster, medium, and all-around magical being. And I'm here today to talk to you about the week ahead. So today, July 11th, we have a lot going on. This is a week when celebration is going to be important. And by celebration, I don't just mean you have to have a ticker tape parade. I mean, really delight in being you, delight in being the person that you have grown to be. This is a week for hugs. This is a week for acknowledgement. This is a week to really be glad that you are connected to someone on the planet. And the first someone needs to be you with you. So let us begin. Today, July 11th, Mercury, the planet of communication, left its own sign of Gemini and went into the soft, intuitive, nurturing sign of Cancer. This is great for a lot of things. The facts will not be as important. Well, they are always important, but the facts and the logic that we are used to for the last few weeks, few months, won't be as important as the feeling. What you say is important. How you say it is equally as important. What you do is important. How you do it is equally as important. So this will be a time when Mercury, communication, goes into the nurturing, feeling, home-loving, heart-centered sign of Cancer. So great for dreams, great for your intuition, great for baking and making cookies. So the next thing that we're going to look at is on July 12th, Mercury will be trining the planet Jupiter. So Mercury is communication, a trine, a harmonious, beneficial triangle aspect. And Jupiter is luck, it's blessings, and it's big, it's expansion, it's large. So the mind, the words, communication can be large. This is a great time. It's great for writers. This is great for thinking big. Think big. Not so great for talking big because there's going to be a lot of that. So you don't want to believe everything that comes out of your mouth, and you don't want to believe everything that comes out of everyone else's. These are prototypes of what can be. So keep a notebook and write whatever comes up for you for the next few days. Just write it down rather than act on it. With Mercury trine Jupiter, it's more about whatever great ideas come, write them down. Acting on them right now is not your best bet, simply because some of them are too grand, some of them are too big, and are not meant to be brought to fruition. The next thing that's going to happen, I think it's going to be very important for us to notice that the planet Venus, the planet of relationships, of balance, of love, of women, and of value, especially self-value, is going to leave the sign of Cancer and enter the sign of Leo, where it's going to come together with Mars. Venus is the feminine and Mars is the masculine. Mars is how we get things done. Mars is the action we take and how we go about taking that action. So this is going to be a very romantic, very dynamic time. Great time for parties. This week is a good time, as I said before, for celebrations. It's a great time for parties. And it's a great time for people to get together and to share some aspect of what is important, what is of value to you. It's a time you need to be, as I said before, it's passionate, so you need to be careful about what you say. Think before you act, because with Venus and Mars together in the same sign, and that sign is dynamic, I am what I feel, Leo, you have to be very careful. Just be careful enough to make sure that you don't have to clean up any messes. As I said before, how you say it is just as important as what you say. This week also will be Neptune, the planet of spirituality, the planet of the soul, the planet of deception and illusion, the planet of fog and faith, will be making an aspect, a trine aspect, to the sun. Wherever Neptune is in your chart, please pay attention. because the sun will be shining brightly. The sun will be encouraging Neptune. And you want to make sure that what you put out into the world is something that has a great solid foundation and good structure. Because Sun trine Neptune, although it's great for creativity, not great to build your house on. So again, let your intuition, Neptune's great for intuition, let your intuition lead you. Have faith in what you're doing, have faith in what you're being led to do. Make great lists. Try not to act on these lists until next week, until these aspects that were created by Neptunes and the trines and the sun, by all of those, until they get a little bit of release there and you can get to reality. And by reality, I mean what you can do, what can be done, as opposed to wow. And certain things can be done and certain things cannot. It's easier to track and see what can and can't be done when let's just put it this way, when the climate is better. And the climate for tracking to see what can be done is one where there's emotion, but there's not so much emotion that it clouds your judgment, that it clouds your viewpoint. So keep in mind that Sun trine Neptune, I'll look at my notes. There's a lot of loveliness, but it's not necessarily practical. And use your energy creatively. Your dreams, and this is a really great week, your dreams are very powerful. This is really important to keep in mind. Write those down. You'll get a lot of hints in your dreams about what is to happen. A lot of our modern conveniences, a lot of what made them come about, inventors dreamt about them. So this might be a time when you can dream about, when you can write about, when you can fantasize about a lot, and then in the coming weeks, make those things come to fruition. And then on July 17th, so we have, which I believe, yes, is next Saturday, the sun, the brilliant life-giving force of the sun, will be in opposition to Pluto. Pluto is about transformation. Pluto is about the healing, the ultimate healing. Pluto is about honesty, and it is about self-honesty. So this is a week of radical self-honesty. What do you need to tell yourself the truth about? What aspect of yourself do you need to face and do you need to embrace and have compassion for? Radical self-honesty is important. It is important that you share this with yourself. It's great if you want to share it with others, but most importantly, share it with yourself. That way, you will not be going blind, and by going blind, I mean you won't be moving along with this self-deception that can blind you. This is an excellent time to celebrate you, all of who you are, how you came to be, and to celebrate who you honestly are. Because if we can look at who we are honestly, we can polish the parts that need polishing. We can shine the parts that are already shining, and we can glory in the fact that we are indeed a prize and a gift. The Sun opposition Pluto is an opportunity to look from one side to the reflection on the other. Which is the mirror? It doesn't matter. What matters is you're looking honestly at yourself, and you can see who you are and what you're about, and the parts that you really don't like, you can courageously correct, and the parts that you love, you can celebrate and encourage. And on that note, I say good night and be well and have a great week. Celebrate you.